there, so here we are at MK Central, and we're going to get the train now up to Haymarket in Edinburgh, and then we're going to shoot across on ScotRail to Helensburgh on the west coast, and then plan tomorrow to cycle across Scotland to the east coast over to Dunbar. So let's crack on, see what the weather brings, see what the land brings, but yeehaw, back to the Highlands. Hi there, so here we are in Helensburgh. So what's Helensburgh noted for? Well, you've got the start of the John Muir Way, which is where I am at, and you've also got HMS Neptune, you've got a submarine museum here, there's a castle or two, as it normally is in Scotland. There's a few castles, and we're going to head east, and we're going to go across to pass through the Trossards and Ballack and head across towards Dunbar. So let's crack on from a very sunny Helensburgh on the west coast. Take care, I'll catch you further down the line. So straight up ahead is HMS Neptune submarine base. Can't see anything today, unfortunately. It's a fabulous day, so we're going to crack on back and jump on this route and see what we can see from the Trossards. So a little bit on this path before we take the offbeat track that takes us across to Ballack. Why? So that's Loch Lomond, looking across the Trossards. Up here, trying to get around, it's a little bit blocked with the trees, so you're going to have to find another alternate route or carry the bike. But nice viewpoint over there, Loch Lomond, on a fine day in the Southern Highlands. So let's crack on further down the line. So here we are on the shores of Loch Lomond in the Trossards. So this is Ballack on the shores of Loch Lomond, and we're going to crack on now across the bottom of the Trossards and head towards Edinburgh. That way. Well, clearly this is the place where the Christmas trees are at, even though we're only in May. Fabulous. This is a bit more user friendly. Nice little path, not too stony. It was an old railway track. Very nice. So rolling along this John Muir trail. So who was John Muir then? You might be asking. Well, he was a naturalist and conservationist. A naturalist not to be confused with a naturist. One obviously likes outdoors, one likes getting naked in the outdoors. And he was instrumental in basically setting up the structure for the national parks. So born in Dunbar, but then went over to live in America. So there you are. It's a little bit of history about John Muir. So let's crack on, fully clothed. We're not going to go naturist today. That way. So en route to Twicha, or Twicha, along this path alongside the canal. It's very nice, shaded. Let's crack on. So this is Jason, who's also cycling from west to east, and every time I stop he catches me up, or when he stops I tend to find him. So we're going to crack on further across the country. Just gone through Castle Kerry, en route to Falkirk Well, the Avon Viaduct and the Falkirk Tunnel. So let's crack on, Edinburgh. So here we are at the impressive Falkirk Well. So this connects the Forth Clyde Canal with the Union Canal since around about 2002 as a Millennium project, I believe. Fantastic piece of engineering. Hopefully we'll get to see it work, shifting one barge from elevation to another barge down on ground level. Okay, so Falkirk Well. So here we are at the top of the Falkirk Well, and we're going to go under the Falkirk Tunnel now, across on this Union Canal. Well, that was interesting. A little bit of ducking and diving through the trees. So walking along this Avon Viaduct, you can't really cycle this because it's horrendous cobblestones. This is Blackness Castle. It sits right on the estuary. So here we are at Queensferry and the Forth Bridge in the background on a fine day. A little bit of moisture in the air, but I'm going to get a drink now and a bite to eat, and then crack on through Edinburgh to Dunbar. So, time to eat. So leave Queensferry and then you skirt along the back of a golf course into these woods. Oh, a bit interesting. Oh, that's a bit slippy. Let's crack on. Oh. So here we are, the back of Edinburgh. So here we are at Holyrood Park at the back of Edinburgh, and we're going to head along the coast now, along the east coast down to Musselburgh. So let's crack on. Fine day in the sunshine at Holyrood Park. So just en route to Gillane and North Berwick. North Sea over there, looking good. Weather quite incredible. Fantastic. That way. north of Berwick. It's about 2 k's out, and a bit of a turnip field here. So cross country little track here through the back of some fields on the way to Dunbar. So on a fine June day. There you go. There you go. Hello, boy. Want some food? Not nice.
Lost soul to revelry, running wild and running free. 2 kids, you and me. And I say, hey, live it like we're ready.
So here we are in Dunbar, outside John Muir's birthplace. So that's the John Muir Way. We're going to crack on now, Berwick upon Tweed, down towards Allenmouth. So, all good. Let's get some food. So we just come up Cockburn's Path, which is right at the bottom of the coast there. There's a steady climb all the way up here, and then we're en route to Eyemouth, and then from Eyemouth down to Berwick upon Tweed. So hopefully we'll run down a little bit after a little bit of steady climbing. So here we are in Eyemouth on the east coast, just north of Berwick upon Tweed. It's still nice by the coast here, although this is somewhat of a tired looking town. However, nice in the sun, one has to say, and this is part of the borders. So we're going to crack on further south now, down to Berwick upon Tweed on another fine June day. Hi there, welcome back. So here I am in a sunny Berwick on Tweed. So it's not the end of the John Muir Way, but I decided to roll on down the coast on this NCR 76 on the undulating hills that bring you to Berwick on Tweed. So the John Muir Way, well worth doing, runs from Helensburgh across to Dunbar. So I went off here and there, but basically kept to the route, done a lot of the off-road stuff, a lot of the walkers paths. Really good route, can get a little bit sticky in places if you do use some of the walkers route for the John Muir Way. All I'd say is make sure you're running at least sort of 738s or 743s or so will be a good bet. I wouldn't run anything less, because otherwise you find that you may well be carrying your bike a little bit and your bike will fall away from you if you're using the walkers paths. So really, really good around them Kilpatrick Hills and the bottom of Loch Lomond there. Certainly worth a trip out, and you've got obviously the Falkirk Wheel, you've got Queensferry, Forth Bridge, so you've got some really good things to see there. So from Berwick on Tweed, I'll wish you well, safe cycling out there. John Muir Way, definitely put it on your tick list, you really enjoy it. So take care, all the best, safe cycling out there.